Out on stage and have never seen, as most of us have not, those hundreds or thousands of people in front of it. What is it like?
It's the greatest. It's there's nothing like it in the whole world. It's if you're doing well, if you're doing what you're supposed to do and it's right, they know it, and they give you back so much affection and love. And it's sort of like it's reciprocal, and it goes on. It can go on for 2 and 3 hours. It's the most marvelous feeling. You know, it's like sailing. I've done a couple of shows recently that were real sailing shows, you know, that you didn't have any idea when they were going to be over because they were so grand, you know. And I was having so much fun, I didn't want to quit. I think people, when they come to see me, they come to see the energy, and they come to see me run. You know, run, because I do run on the stage. But the parts that I like best are the parts where I get to, you know, sort of sing ballads and sing the blues and sort of bare my breast, that sort of thing. I mean, not literally in the figurative sense.
That too?
That too. Well, once or twice. I have been carried away.
I have heard that once was recently at the London Palladium.
Well,
I thought that was very chic.
It was. They just loved it. They said they were all sort of sitting in the balcony one night, and they had this one group of them. I guess they were from, they kept saying they were from Liverpool. I keep trying to get the accent in my head, but I don't really have it. They had a big, all the way across the balcony, cards that said, "We love Bette Midler," and they spelled my name wrong. And then they turned the cards around and they said, "We love your, you know, anatomy, your chest." And so it made me laugh. I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was just hysterical. And so I was wearing something that was rather sort of loose anyway, so I sort of gave them a jolt.
In real life?
It made me laugh. I love it when if they can make me laugh, I will, you know, I don't care. If it's the right moment, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes that's the best thing to do, is to flash them. You know, that's like they'll never forget it. They go home and they'll say, "You'll never guess what I saw."
What's that crazy?
Yeah, right. But I don't do it too often because it's not in good taste. You don't want them to come and expect it, you know. You want to sort of like, you want to...
Are you in real life? Are you a prude?
Oh, I'm terribly prudish. But there's something about getting out on the stage that fills me with this desire. Desire is the wrong word. It fills me with this determination just to surprise and
shock?
Yeah, sometimes, yes, sometimes. Recently, I find that. I didn't used to, I did when I was first working, or rather, just a few years ago. Recently, I don't, can I start again?
Just say it, come on.
That windowsill is perfectly filthy.
Yeah, well, we'll clean it later.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get up, we'll do a few things, we'll rinse out a few things.
Okay.
We'll take care of you.
What's the question?
Shock. Yeah.
When I first started, and a fake phone, too. Oh, I'm
Not on
sorry.
my time.
I'm just realizing what's going on. Wait now. When I first, I never thought about shocking people at all when I first started working, but recently, like just the last job that I did, I found myself, you know, like things started coming out of my mouth. It's like I was another person, like I couldn't control them. It was very odd.
But not privately?
Not privately, no.
Could you do your shows without being vulgar?
I could do a show without being vulgar. I don't know if I could do my show without being vulgar. It's a very thin line, once again, between the good taste and the bad taste that I walk. I think that I think I do what I do very well because I have a real inbred innocence about what it is that I do, about my own particular vulgarity, and I I have a good sense of humor about lowbrow comedy and towards it, and I think that the vulgarity really is sort of part of it. First of all, because I'm a woman. You know, a man can say anything and get away with it. But when it comes out of the mouth of a woman, it has to be tempered with a certain amount of innocence, and that's what I do.
When you're on the stage, there is that incredible energy. I mean, where does it come from?
Well, my family's that way. It's a high metabolism. It's chemical. Part of it is chemical, and the other part of it is just sheer desperation and need, you know, need. But most of that has gone, you see, because I have had so much success that most of that need is gone. I sort of miss it, you know. It's the need to convince and to convince people that you are
What?
As great as they want you to be.
Do you think you're great?
I think some things I do great. I think some things I don't do so great.
What do you do great?
I think I'm very funny on the stage. I think I'm a scream. I've seen a lot of tape on myself, and I can be pretty funny. I mean, I have a very malleable face. I have a clown's face. I think also I have the ability to move people and to convince and to. I see. I have no. My personality really is. I'm really like a blackboard. And whatever I can think of, I can put out on the screen or on the stage. I've always been that way. But I'm just personality-wise, I'm like nothing. I mean, I don't have a personality.
In real life, you don't?
In real life, I don't have one. I have to like charge it up, and you know. I mean, really, I'm an actor. I am an actor, and most actors are really like just bare.
You've never been married?
Never been married.
Want to be married?
No, but I think I'd like to have children.
Would you?
Yeah.
What kind of a mother would you be?
Oh, I think I'd be a great mother. Because I have compassion, you know.
What would you
And I like to teach. Like John, I like to teach.
Do material things mean anything to you? I mean, you've made some money.
I made some money, yeah, who knew? Yeah, I made some money.
Are there things that you're dying to buy?
No.
The possessions you want to have?
No.
Really?
No. Just books and records.
There are those who say you are cheap.
And other people. Cheap? Who said I'm cheap?
Cheap. Some of the people who have worked for
me.
you. Oh, we got that line straight. Are you cheap?
Cheap, the worst.
Why?
Well, honey, I'll tell you the truth. If everybody out there is listening knew what I had to pay for the kind of service that I required, they would say I was not cheap.
Are you hard to work with?
I'm hard to work with when when the picture that I have in my mind is not shared by the people that I'm working with. When the people I'm working with don't understand my vision or what I'm going for, you know, that's when I get terribly frustrated, and I am a screamer. I am definitely a screamer, definitely. But it's only when I'm just shoved up against the wall that I start to scream. But I do it because I'm frustrated and not out of real malice or attitude. I'm not a prima donna. I am definitely not a prima donna, if I do say so myself.
What do you like most about yourself?
The fact that I'm not a prima donna.
What do you like least about yourself?
The fact that I'm not a prima donna. The fact that I can't learn to be a prima donna, damn it.
When you fantasize now, though, I mean, if you think of the future, what do you say?
I don't fantasize.
You don't,
I don't fantasize. This is as far as the fantasy got me. This was the fantasy.
This was the fantasy. I'll make the movie, I'll be on the stage, now what?
Now what? That was the fantasy. Now I gotta go find another fantasy. You know?
Is the best yet to come, or have you been there already?
I think this is it.
Do you really?
I do, but I don't think it's bad.
At 34, you think that this is it?
Well, yeah.
You're not going to get higher. It's not going to get better.
Is there any more?
Yeah.
What else is there?
Then
what else would I want to do? I mean,
what are you
going to
do from 34 to 90?
I have no idea. You mean I have to go on? You catch me at a very peculiar point in my life, because everything thus far has been leading up to this moment, and here I am.
I know it. I know we have. I mean, I knew when we came to do the interview that this was a very particular time with everything that's been the best and with some of the things that have been the worst. And we really have gotten, you know, if we wanted to be corny, at the crossroads.
Really, at the crossroads.
And we don't know which way you're going to...
She's standing right in the middle. She's not moving an inch.